Hello YouTube fan, we're playing Brothers Word Standard here again, and this is a deck I call Esper Draw. Really, does as the name intends, it draws cards with Teferi, Kaito, Rafine, Evangel, Wedding Announcement even, and the purpose of those cards is to put those draw spells, is to put loyalty counters on Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, which is a new card from the Brothers War, that whenever you draw a card, you put a loyalty counter on it, and when it has a -2, that it creates a 2/2 blue spirit creature token, and whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So it has huge draw card synergies. If you go all the way up to 12, they're basically dead with the ultimate from the Teferi. But otherwise, this is just a standard Esper deck. Has a lot of really good hitters from last season's standard with Sheldred, Rafine, Wandering Emperor, Wedding Announcement, some good removal. You'll see that we replaced Infernal Grasp with Go for the Throat. We'll see how much that matters with how many artifact creatures there are going around, but I think we're going to try to preserve life in this instance. Maybe you're fine to play Go for the Throat, or sorry, maybe you're fine to play Infernal Grasp over Go for the Throat in decks. We have Sheldred that really gain you life, but there's not a lot of life gain outside of that. The Wandering Emperor is -2, has some small life gain attached. I also added up March of Wretched Sorrow as another avenue to gain some life because I was kind of worried about it getting run over with this deck, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to see it in the queue, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, we're going first with the hand that says, hey, I have Wedding Announcement and not a lot else. Wedding Announcement is a good card, but 5 lands is a lot, so we're going to take our mulligan here. And look, we found some more Wedding Announcements. I think we're actually going to put one of those Wedding Announcements to the bottom of our library. Go from there. The Rafine's Tower, and they had a card waste. Maybe they play something we can cut down. But yeah, trying to curve Wedding Announcement into... was Wandering Emperor, but now I'd really like to get Sheldred. Oh, Bankbuster, okay. I think we're going to kill this Reckoner Bankbuster while we have the chance. Make sure they don't get any extra cards off of it. It's important to develop the Wedding Announcement, but Bankbuster's a pretty good card. We'll get trade for it at card parity. We're pretty happy about it. Especially when we're in a mulligan. We don't want to get buried with card advantage. Fable, okay. Now we'll develop this Wedding Announcement. So far, shaping up like a game that's not going to go too far in our favor unless we draw lands. Opponent didn't discard anything. Sheesh. Alright, Wandering Emperor's probably gone. Duress can be good in some spots. Situational card that I really like playing at last season's Arcade Bombardment deck, but it can be good in some main decks in Best of One, but I don't really like to include it there unless you have a specific plan for it. But maybe this is a Bombardment deck, still just has Bankbuster and Fable. We'll see. I mean, you definitely want a Fable in a Bombardment deck to ramp up to it because it's a very inexpensive spell, but Bankbuster might be better options this season. Second, Duress, sure, okay. They opted to not discard either Duress either. Interesting. That's part of the nice part about having Fable in these sort of decks is you can mitigate the downside of drawing multiple Duress with the upside of being able to discard it with Fable and turn them into other cards. But yeah, definitely saving this cut down for this backside of this Fable. We don't want to be stone cold dead to it copying spells and creatures. Not looking good. They've torn our hand apart though, and we've got cut down and sheltered against the world here. Do have a Wedding Announcement coming off of its 3rd chapter and flipping next turn though. See if they play anything else. They're thinking about it. Looking at their graveyard a little bit. Might have some graveyard interaction. May not have a land though. Doesn't look like they do. So they opted to keep both Duresses and not search for lands. Okay. have to imagine that this Sheldred is getting killed here if we play it. So I think we're gonna cut down. Okay, gonna prevent us from drawing a card. That's fair. Question is, do we want to play this Go for the Throat? Or do we want to play the Sheldred? Playing Sheldred Bear doesn't feel too great. We'll get a second token though, so it doesn't leave us as open to Invoke Despair. We gotta clear the removal out anyway. I think, yeah. We have the mana. Don't have anything obvious to go for the throw right now. Sure, the Sheldred is gonna die on our end step here though, before they untap. Oh, maybe they'll leave another cut down. Braid, sure. Well, they can't deal with the Sheldred, then we're looking at a much better spot than we thought we were. Invoke Despair doesn't kill our Sheldred here, though, which is nice. Kind of thought they might have one of those. Punishes them for drawing that card, though. Get another treasure token, sure. Probably means they have a second Invoke Despair. That's not a good draw against second Invoke Despair. Probably wanted another wedding announcement or something. Dang. Yeah, any creature there instead of the Sadakar wastes might have a good chance in this game, but looking good now. We have a lot of cards that get us back into games, though. Liliana's not game over. Corpse Appraiser, sure. Okay, exiling our Sheldred. 2 Fables into the graveyard, so whatever they put in their hand probably was good. Probably another Invoke Despair. What would you keep over 2 Fables? Maybe a Bank Buster? Maybe another Planeswalker? Whatever it is going to be pretty good. Yeah, we're casting this. Yep, discarding the Takanuma. Can't use it this turn for its channel ability. And we're going to lose it with Liliana. Obviously, we could have played it there, but I think using this Go for the Throat is better. It means our opponent's going to discard a card when we're not discarding anything crazy. Opponent probably drew a heater, though, with that Corpse Appraiser, so I'm looking to get it. Okay, Sheldred was what they drew. Okay. So if we could have a way to deal with that, we're looking good because we can kill Liliana. Ah, I didn't draw it, though. Yeah, passing the turn, and they could cast this Liliana in. Harvester, sure. Yeah, we just never got any of our draw spells going here.
Drop it.
And it is impacted us negatively here. We can't attack this Liliana though. Oh my goodness. Ugh, just drawing nothing. Pretty glad they blocked there because we were dead if they didn't. Probably dead anyway though. No, I don't think there's a lot of draws that win us the game from this position. We'd have to start with removal spell and Sheldred, obviously. We'd have to not get burned out. I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know if they have a way to deal direct damage to us besides this Invoke Despair, making us draw cards. Okay, let's see what we draw. Sheldred of our own. Yeah, Sheldred of our own doesn't help. Opponent kills us before we can draw. Opposed kill us Sheldred before we can draw. So yeah, doesn't do anything. Dang it. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, we're going first. No white mana and a handful of white spells, so I think we got to mulligan that. And this is a much better hand. I put down the second Kaito. And this Tranquil Cove. Start. Maybe we should have put down the Underground River to start. No, never mind. It's an untapped land. Okay, yeah, we'll do it like this. See what we draw and discard. Discarding Adakar Wastes. And do you want to play Rafine or Synthesis? If they have exactly cut down, we would rather play Kaido. Sorry, I did not mean Synthesis. I mean Kaido or Rafine. I think we're going to get down Kaido. Get that card advantage rolling. They had a counter spell against it anyway. Didn't quite expect them to have a counter there, but now let's see, they have one for the Rafine. Void Rend, huh? I think we'll keep Void Rend, yeah. Evangel and Rafine hits hard, that's for sure. Okay, opponent's doing some drawing. Still deciding what they want to discard with their Thirst. Two cards in non-basic land. Okay. Sheldred, yep. Glad we kept the Void Rend then. I think we are just going to upkeep kill this. I think we want to get the Rafine out of harm's way. From a cut down. Now our opponent pretty on the back foot here. Another Sheldred isn't amazing for them. Yeah, I think we're leading with this Teferi, and yeah, they know they're dead. Teferi was gonna get a lot of value there too, so nice. Okay, we get out ahead of our opponents. Good plan there. On to the next one. We're going first, but 2 pain lands and no guarantee we cast anything other than go for throat. I think we're gonna mulligan then. Oh, that's a better hand. Not sure what we should put back though. We're on the play. Probably the Rafine, I guess. That's a tough one. Plan to go Wedding Announcement into Kaido. We're going to see our opponent counter this Wedding Announcement. Then make disappear. Opponent would be pretty happy to do that. Spell Pierce, same thing. Definitely going to slam a Sheldred next turn. It's another must counter threat. And we have 2 of them. Yeah, trespass, so it's fine. They don't have double black for Liliana. Probably not an invoke this paper deck with 2 islands either, so I think we're plenty happy to just jam the Sheldred there. Didn't have any way to upkeep kill this Sheldred, so they would need an untapped black source plus Liliana here for us to really feel the pain. I'll just go for the throat. Okay. I mean, that's still good, obviously, but it's not backbreaking. If we draw on a tap land, we could play Kaito plus Evangel, which would not be bad. We're going to lead with this Evangel. So we can hit an untapped land here. Looks like we did. Go to this cut down. See if we can get this Kaido to resolve. No dice on the Kaido. Our card drawing efforts have definitely been stunted. Oh, they do have the Liliana. Brutal. Alright, at least it's not going to eat our Sheldred, though. Oh, brutal. We're getting just picked apart right now. They've had very timely counterspells. Very good drawing from our opponent. Yep, and the Sheldred down. And they have to make disappear here. Oof. Not looking good. Oh my goodness. They have everything. Oh. Very, very nice draw from our opponent. Has lined up very well against what we've brought to the table. See if they plus the Liliana, give her whatever they have in hand, though. It's a tension point. Okay, yeah, we can't beat that. Tempted to concede. We'll have one more draw step, but if not, we're definitely just going to concede. Just perfect draw, curved out exactly against our hand, and then when their hand was empty, just slammed a silver scrutiny and drew a bunch of cards. Dang, no. I mean, that's definitely one approach you could take to blue-black. I think it requires a lot more things to go right. And yeah, they just kill our Liliana with what they have going on. Opponents hitting with us with the Knights. They knew they draw well. They drew well. Win the mulligan. GG's. Okay, opponent's going first. This hand looks to be pretty good. We've gotten unluckily paired against decks that have been able to rip our hand apart so far. Couple matches, so let's see if we get to keep our game plan intact, see how it goes. Adversary, okay. Zombies, maybe? One tap, land on 2. Probably playing too many check lands, maybe I should... what? Not do that as much. Hold on, I gotta read this. When an extended creature dies, look at the top X cards of your library where X is its power. Put one of those cards in your hand. Okay, so... Okay. Interesting. Interesting card there for sure. I think I'm gonna... Want to play Kaido or Wedding Announcement? Let's try the Wedding Announcement. Give us more options for next turn. And they don't really have a lot of good options to kill enchantments on turn 4, so that's good. And then on our turn 4, we can play the Kaido, and then if on their turn 5 they slam and invoke Despair, it's not as bad because Kaido is out of the picture there. Okay, just want to grow in their creature. No land, though. I think that means we're going to take this opportunity to exile this tainted adversary. I'm just going to do it right now. Not sure what they could have, but don't think there's too much down to it. Not a lot of haste. So doing it right now seems fine. We want to exile specifically so they don't get this death trigger on the Necro Synthesis. Do they have any sacrifice things? They could be thinking about killing their own creature. It's definitely possible. They might do it. Oh, killing our Wandering Emperor. Sure, that's fine. We're fine with that. And now we'll try to get this Kaido down next turn and start drawing cards. Maybe not. Yeah. Just 2 Wedding Announcements. Force our opponent to deal with a bunch of 1/1s. 2 2s in this case. Putting a lot of spot removal spells at our creatures, and so we're going to punish that by going wide. Yep. They've so far been able to prevent us from getting a Kaido down and plussing it. Liliana, yeah, no, they're they are doing well in that department.
Get in my way tend to regret it.
And next turn, probably an Evangel and a Kaido.
One of your friends has to leave.
Give her this river. Now we have a bunch of creatures. Now we should really start the card drawing train going. Give her this go for the throat. I guess our opponent still has a pile of removal on hand. They just keep firing it off, so they don't have lands. They haven't played creatures. Oh, yeah, that's another card that makes sense. Could have another cut down here, but I think we're fine if the Liliana lives.
Fine. I know when
All right, time to start drawing some cards.
there's no secret I can.
Shelter, and yeah, we'll keep this go for the throat. Instead of playing the Evangel. Now, cut down is no longer effective. Yep. Don't have anything for us, so already on to the next one. Okay, our opponent's going first. We don't have white mana, but I think I have faith we can get to the white mana there. Okay, we're gonna keep. Opponent also kept on 7. Vivian Reed profile picture, I believe that is. Okay, yeah, we did draw a white source. That's good. Mono white, maybe? Mono white. Playing soldiers. I think I am going to play this Evangel. Wasn't quite sure if I was going to do it or not, but I think all things considered, it's pretty good. It definitely blocks here. If they spend the turn removing our Evangel instead of developing their board, we're fine with that. Get that trigger again off of the Evangel, which will be nice. Yeah, probably should have done that in our turn. Could gain a 3 life. Yeah, this is not a soldier on the front side. We plan to kill it, so I think waiting until they assign the +1/+1 counter is fine. But they're going to assign it there, which makes sense. And we're going to pay the 3 life, and we're going to block this Valiant Veteran after we draw and discard here, though. Oh, it's 2 armor cards. And they didn't attack. Okay. Seems like they could have attacked there. Yeah, we're going to... Do you want to play Sheltered? Yeah, I think we're gonna jam the Sheltered. It's the highest upside play for us. I already used 1 Brutal Cathar, but that one's on the backside. Sorry about that. Need to know your day-nights. Now, if we cast 2 spells, it'll flip. I don't think we want to cast any spells. So we're going to pass. Keep up this march of Wretched Sorrow. I'm going to need to cast 2 spells if they want to flip. If they target the Valiant Veteran, we would march in response, but they didn't. Do I want to kill the Siege Veteran? I think I do. So yeah, we're going to Pay 4. Try to kill a siege veteran. And Wandering Emperor is a good draw. But I think we're going to leave up this Void Rend. Blue, black, white. Yep. We don't want to trigger the Moonrage Brute to flip, so we're not going to cast Void Rend on our turn after casting the announcement. See what our opponent has to get out of this. Another siege veteran, sure. Thalia. So they cast 2 spells so that the brute will flip. So I think that means... does that mean we have to kill this brute? So we have another removal spell in hand. I think it does. So I'm going to pay that 3 life. We just want this Sheltered to do its thing for as long as possible. Gonna attack for 5 here, but then we can minus the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Yeah, we're happy to just pass the turn here and get our 1/1s going. We have Wandering Emperor at play. Go for the throat. Another siege veteran. Sheesh. Yeah, just gonna try to kill that Thalia while we have the time. They're making a bunch of creatures though. Rafine. I want to keep this Wandering Emperor up, especially since we're gonna transform this turn, and we're really not losing anything by just keeping up our Wandering Emperor. Another Thalia, okay. They try to attack with Valiant Veteran, so it's a really good time to minus with the Wandering Emperor. Opponent is building a big board, though. Gonna have to do something eventually, or this Shelter is gonna eat them alive. Not this turn, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to pass. Shadow's just gonna continue to swing this life toll during your turn. Okay. We cast Wandering Emperor in response to that then. Can still activate our Planeswalker if we want to. Also, negotiation's pretty good. What do we want to do here? This is definitely a conundrum. Yeah, I think we're gonna cast Rafine though. And we're gonna plus this Wandering Emperor onto the Sheldred. We're gonna attack with it. Connive. Get rid of the Adhikar wastes. blocks with the Siege Veteran. Interesting choice. We have the Rafine coming at him in the air next turn. We can have a bunch of conniving stuff going on. Gonna need a lot to get out of this turn alive. Go on Wandering Emperor. Okay, so they're making a bunch of those creatures. So we're gonna get our free blocks in right here. I think we'll block like this. This is fine. We'll get a lot of Rafine triggers and stuff going on. Sure. Our turn to just swing wildly, though. We have seconds, Sheldred, also negotiations. Yeah, we're just gonna discard all of these. Just make a Rafine as big as possible. Make it as hard to block as possible. And our opponent can't do anything about it. Alrighty. GG's. Okay, our opponent goes first. This hand doesn't do anything till turn 3, but it is powerful. We'll try it. Little goblin with some nice drip over there. Mountain on turn 1. Not a hand you'd love to see when you're not playing anything until turn 3. Maybe a tough one. Definitely happy that we have the Wandering Emperor available on turn 4, though. See if they have an adversary. Runfelt Hornmaster. They're playing goblins. Nice. Alright. Let's see how their goblin deck does. I'm excited. What's the goblin 3 drop? It's not a goblin.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno. Give a toast? I'd love to.
Alright, wedding announcement time. They have a few ways to kill a Sheldred, but not a bunch. Squee, yep. Squee's good. Hordemaster into Squee is really good, dang. Alright, well now we have some blockers. See if they have a way to remove this Sheldred. Probably dead. If they don't, we could definitely stabilize here. Let's see if they have it.
You're looking a little...
Oh. Looks like they have it. Dang. Yeah. This is the type of deck we were hoping to not play. Holy shoot. This is the type of deck we were trying to not play against when our opponent when we said we couldn't play anything till turn 3, and yeah, this is GG. Sheesh. We just got run over. If we're on the play, maybe it's a different story, but even then, sheesh. Alright, our opponent's going first, but we actually have things to do on turn 2 this time. Yes, so yeah, we'll keep it. It depends on... We could play this Evangel on turn 2, but it probably means we're not playing anything on turn 3. I think we'll try to cast it on turn 2, though. See how it ends up. Beast Caller, sure. I think we just wanted to have the ability to kill this Beast Caller right on time. Yeah, it seems like a good time to get this synthesis down. Don't think we need second Kaido. Opponent skip their turn 3. Okay, they're playing an Uvenwald Oddity, so that's fine. I think we're going to play the Kaido here. Try to find something to kill this Oddity. Can't flip it this turn, which is nice. I could play a second one, though. That would not be ideal. What? Clay Champion. Okay. Just a big, big creature. Okay. That's a big creature. We're gonna plus this Kaido, see what we can find. Wedding announcement, huh? Okay. This Caves of Koilos. And yeah. Let's play it like this so we can block that Clay Champion. They have a fight spell here. We are not looking good. Both at me. That's fine. We'll block the Clay Champion. Still on the ropes here. Got to find a way to remove this Oddity. Another Clay Champion. Damn. Okay. It's big creatures. Second wedding announcement. It's not terrible, though. We can cast both of them this turn and give us some blockers for a few turns. Obviously not against the Uvenwald Oddity, but we can block the Clay Champion here. Doesn't have trample. Just a big creature, though. Another wedding announcement. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna just play Rafine. Yeah, I don't think this cut downs do anything, so we're gonna discard this pre-combat.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Go to the Rafine's tower. Get a bunch of creatures this turn. We try to block this Oddity. Holy crap, okay. We're exactly enough life where we can't block and kill one of the Oddities. And we really are gonna need The problem here is that we're going to be able to emblem this Kaido, but we're not going to get the creatures from our wedding announcement. So we're really going to have to rely on drawing lands, or sorry, drawing instant spells to have a chance to kill our opponent here. Alright, Kaido emblem. I think we're just getting one of each creature here. Void One was a good draw, though. Alright, yeah, we'll end the turn and draw a bunch of cards. Okay. There's a chance. We might get back into it. Kaido Emblem is strong. Vivian on the hunt. Yep, let's see what they do.
If you won't listen to nature, I'll speak on its behalf.
Created a Rhino, sure.
You may be bad, but we
Yeah, that's looking good for us. Okay. Hostile negotiations. Let's see how it. Oh my goodness. Those are all lands. Alright, alright, return a pile to face up. Opponent chooses one of the piles, and we put one in our hand. Okay, we'll turn this one face up. See which one they give us. Because we do want the Wandering Emperor. They gave us not the Wandering Emperor. Clay Champion, killing that. Okay, now, yeah, we're just gonna try to draw a bunch of cards here. Yep, we wanted to draw a bunch of cards to draw, gain a bunch of life with a Sheldred. Also, to connive with a Rafine. That was a really good show of our deck coming back there. Wow, Kaito Emblem pulled us through with all the cards we're going to draw with the wedding announcement. That was pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. That really showcased the draw aspect of the deck and how even wedding announcement can get you out of dire straits sometimes. So that was a cool game. Alrighty, I think we're going to head to the wrap up. Okay, and we're back with Esper Draw. And as you saw in that last game, the deck can do some pretty absurd things. Come back from situations where you don't really feel like it's imaginable, even without a card that is really good at doing that, like Farewell. But yeah, we slowly built up our Kaido, got the Kaido emblem. We're able to fetch out Sheldred, Rafine, and Evangel as our 3 creatures in the deck with exactly 3 attackers. And wow, able to squeak out a win there. We never really got to live the Teferi dream at all. We didn't really. We were about to cast it one game when our opponent conceded, but we didn't really get to see it shine too much. But that's really the centerpiece of the deck here, and I think I would like to have been able to play some more games with it. But due to time constraints, you can't really do that. But maybe I'll bring a similar deck back. Might make a few changes here or there to really see if we can leverage the power to Fairy in some of our games. But honestly, if you have the ability to play this deck, it's very fun. You do have the propensity to get run over, and there's only 26 lands in the deck, so sometimes 26 is a lot. So I don't know. Sometimes I was gonna suggest maybe you can get mana screwed sometimes, but maybe those are just how some of our games played out. A little bit unlucky, but really, as long as you don't get run over with the deck, the late game power of drawing cards and Rafine and wedding announcements and all these different things is so incredibly powerful that I think you can challenge most late games in the meta. You can go over things like Titan of Industry with Rafine even. I mean, just make a gigantic creature with a bunch of wedding announcement creature tokens and stuff. Probably not the biggest thing you can do in the format by any stretch of the imagination, but for a mid-range deck, it has a pretty big over-the-top element, which is pretty sick. So I think it's definitely a deck you could play on the ladder and have a lot of success with, especially if you played a bunch. I think the skill cap on this deck could be super high, with a lot of decisions being made on what to discard after you draw with the Connive or with the Evangel, what piles to get with the Hostile Negotiations, which I think that's a card you might be able to cut or flip into another early removal spell. I included it because it's a cool Brothers War card that makes your opponent make some tough decisions, and it's a 4 mana, draw 3, lose 3 life, and your opponent has some agency over what you get, but it's probably slightly better than a random draw 3, and you could play a little bit of mind games, but I don't know, it's fun. Definitely could cut it for an early remove spell, but I obviously created this deck, but I would like to play a deck you create. So if you would like me to play a deck in that fashion, please submit your deck in the Google Forms link down below. I've played 3 of them on the channel so far, and they're super fun to play. I love playing them every time we do. So I would love to be able to play some more, but I need you guys to submit your decks to be able to play. without further ado, I think we'll wrap this one up. So until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.